because my routine has changed so much now that I've started this new job that I keep talking about. It's kind of I was joking around with my sister last night because I was like, I kind of signed my life away a little bit during this job, but only right now because we're on a sprint project. So I am working like almost every day. And I think it was Sienna in my last live where she reminded me to take care of myself. I'm trying to figure that out because I was telling my husband, I love this job. I love the environment. It's very dynamic. It's very supported. I'm supportive. I'm not used to an environment like this before, like a workplace one, and it's very autonomous. And it's just making me realize that my previous work environments, there was definitely a pattern, the same pattern of passive aggressiveness and wearing a mask and having to wait on wanting to move forward but having to wait on the slowest performer. But with this particular job now, everyone's really smart. They're go-getters, but they're very kind and they're very supportive, and we work very, very quickly. It's very dynamic. And I'm like, and we work to the performance. We work to the speed and high quality of the highest performers. So it's a huge change. I did not realize. I was telling my husband that too. I'm like, I had no idea that this kind of work dynamic existed, but kind of been out of the loop here. And yeah, so yeah. And it's a tech job, it's a remote job. And I'm like, it's my first rodeo in tech. So it's quite fascinating. I had preconceived notions about it, but it's surprising me every single day. But I wanted to hop on here because I haven't had time to edit. I've mentioned this in my previous lives. I am not going to make videos anytime soon. I just do not have the bandwidth. I don't have the time. But to come on a live and connect with you guys, whoever comes on, go ahead and chat with me or leave a comment below later if you watch this later. Yeah, I just like to touch base with my YouTube guys, my little small little corner of the internet YouTube family who found me and watched my videos. Thank you very much. As I mentioned, and as you probably know, if you've been following me and watching me and seeing my videos pop up here and there, this is very cathartic for me to talk to the void. This is why I like X Twitter, because it's also me talking to the void. Writing into the void, and I've made really, really special connections. I think it's very fascinating, and it sounds very delusional to someone who is very like extroverted and social and needs to be around people. I am not that way. I am quite an introvert. I'm not shy. I will freely talk to whoever. I'm not nervous or shy about that, but I definitely am not that person that's trying to garner attention. And I definitely don't need, at least in this stage of my life, I don't need socialization. If anything, I need more quiet time. And a lot of people are like, no, you need connection. Yeah, absolutely, you need connection. But for right now, like, I love my alone time. Like, look, my family's gone again. My kids are gone. My husband took them to church. I am here because I've had to work. But what did I do this morning? I got up, I got the kids ready so my husband could take them out as quick as possible. I cleaned my bathrooms, which I realized I actually very, very much enjoy cleaning my 2 bathrooms. I went on a walk and talk. And was I symptomatic during all of it? Absolutely. Yeah. I'm still on the journey, just as you guys are if you're watching this. But I have been leaning more into helmet stance of like, when you feel it, then I'm like, yes, bitch, give me more. Like, turn it up. Turn this sensation up. Yes. Yes, give me more. And that's actually been serving me well. It's been serving me very, very well. So allowing works. What can I say? And for those of you who know how long my journey has been, I actually replied to somebody on the Mindful Gardener Facebook group that I moderate for Helmet, just kind of helping him out a little bit, and getting to connect with other people who are on this journey too. And I was commenting and replying to this person because he was, understandably, he was freaking out, and he was like, how long is this going to take? I've been, all caps, I've been on this for 4 years. And so I replied, and I'm like, dude, when come December, my journey I'm going to reach 6 years, and I just surpassed 4 years doing the mind body approach specifically, but, involved in different courses and different things. And right now at the moment, I'm in the allowing, right? The Mindful Gardener, the Helmet, the Sam Miller stuff. And I'm sure if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I will put it in the little corner. I think right there. I'll put the little link in the corner for the Mindful Gardener. And for Sam's channel, The Great Allowing, Sam Miller. That's where I'm at now, because I am just, 4+ years in from the mind body approach. I don't freaking care anymore. Like, I've just accepted. At least I'm trying to. I don't get it perfect, obviously, but I've just accepted that I have a huge backlog of repressed emotion because of everything that I've gone through in my life and everything that has gone through my family and the stubbornly ingrained patterns that have moved through my lineage. I just think that does take time to purge out of the body. And for me, not only is there a somatic purge happening, but as far as breaking these ingrained patterns, like that has had to happen in my life too. So, like, my marriage, I've alluded to this before in previous videos, the relationship that I had with myself was, and it was a self-deprecating one, was absolutely reflecting out in the relationship with my husband. We were totally stuck in this in our ingrained patterns that were not necessarily healthy. So that has radically changed. And let me tell you, that has been a process. It's still an ongoing process. But when I look back, if I compare where we are in our marriage now compared to 6 months ago or a year ago, it's very different. And I was just talking to my husband about this last night. It's like there's a grief that has to be felt, and there's a grief that comes up with that, because basically we're saying, hey, old patterns, thank you very much. We're not going to continue this anymore. And that's a big part of us. That part of us has kept us safe for 30+ years, right? At least if you're my age. I'm 36. So, and my husband's 37. So those patterns have been very faithful. And now we're kind of delicately telling it, hey, thank you very much. We're not going to continue this. We're done. And we're going to try something new. And of course, as we know, the brain likes familiar. It likes predictability. It likes to stay in the old pattern, even if the old pattern is so destructive and hurtful and toxic for those parties involved. So of course it's going to bring on resistance. I mean, like, this is a whole journey, you guys. This is why it takes so long for a lot of us. And I hate to say this, but particularly if you can relate to me, my husband and I were talking about this too, like, because of how I grew up with my parents, you guys know the story, like, they're immigrants, absolutely no emotional maturity, not their fault. They didn't know. They just didn't know. People don't know these things. And drug addict dad, because he couldn't cope with his feelings and his emotions and these patterns. But, so it's a tall order. Like, what is being asked of me to change in this mind-body recovery journey, to change these patterns and release these emotional pains that my whole family has held on to, it is a tall order. The ego is going to resist like crazy. So that's why we're so uncomfortable, and that's why the journey can be so long. Especially if you're like me, where it's like, damn, none of my caregivers, I would postulate none of anyone that I grew up with um, had this sense of consciousness, I want to say. And I don't say that in a snotty way or like I know better than them and I'm enlightened. No, 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 absolutely not. If anything, there's just like this, like, damn, like it's grief because it's like, sheesh, we're really starting from ground zero. We're really starting from scratch, you know? So yeah, so I just sit in that. I sit in the rage of that. Rage absolutely comes up from that because it's like, oh my God, like why? Why me? Right? The rage comes up, the victimhood comes up, the grief comes up. But it comes up so that it can be felt, so that we can allow it, and so we can move on and keep moving forward. Slowly but surely we move along and kind of wobble into our new lives as these authentic people wearing no masks for the first time in our lives. It's a tall order. So if your journey has felt so long and so maniacal, I don't even know if I'm using that word correctly, then dude, yeah, that's why. You're starting from ground zero. You're starting from scratch. You are cutting the cords of deeply, deeply ingrained, very limiting patterns that has plagued your family. And you, my friend, are the one that is cutting it and you're choosing something else. But the thing is, you don't really know what you're choosing because it probably has not been modeled to you. So it's very unknown. So your subconscious brain is like, oh my God, oh my God, what are we doing? Like, we don't know what's coming. We don't know what to do next. And you are freaking cutting these patterns that we've known our whole lives and that have protected us. What are you doing? That's, that's what your brain is saying. So, yeah. Okay, switching gears. Wow, that was a rant. I initially hopped on here just to stay on for like 5 minutes, but damn, that was a rant there. Maybe someone needed to hear that. So have you guys been enjoying the Life of a Showgirl album, the Taylor Swift album? I hate that I love it now. If you saw my previous video, I hated it at first, but now like it's all stuck in my head. Everything's stuck in my head. I opened this freaking live with Opalite, Eldest Daughter makes me cry every time I hear it. Let's see if I can figure out the chords. What key is it in? What's that line that I love so much from it? No. Oh my God. Okay, bear with me. Okay, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna look up the chords on my cracked iPad that my 3-year-old dropped when she went to summer camp. It fell out of the car and shattered, but you know what? It still works. So I asked my husband to slap a screen protector on it, but yeah, it is totally like, oh, you can't really tell on here, but it's like cracked all over the place. But you know what? We just roll with it. So unhinged, huh? Okay, let's see. That was a lie. Oh, this line. This line hits hard. Eldest daughters. Every eldest daughter. I'm gonna turn up. Let's bring up the key a little bit. That was a lie. Every eldest daughter was the first lamb to the slaughter. So we all dressed up as wolves and we looked by. But I'm not a bad bitch. This isn't savage, but I'm never gonna let you down. I'm never gonna leave you out. So many traitors, smooth operators, but I'm never gonna break that vow. I'm never gonna leave you you guys, for this Shoot the Ish. Please, can you tell that I have been looking at a computer screen and annotating AI videos for work for like every day for the last almost 3 weeks. So it's very nice to come on here and shoot the ish with you all. I hope you guys leave me a comment. Please let me know how you're doing. Please let me know what's going on in your lives. If you care to share those intimate details, you don't have to share all of it, but I mean, we're all in this journey together, I would assume, because you're watching this and you've watched all the way to the end. So please share if you feel so inclined to. Yeah, I'm going to try to keep doing Shoot the Issues because it's nice to connect with you guys. I like to pop in and share. And yeah, okay. So I ordered pizza because it is Sunday football Sunday. There is no school tomorrow and my husband is off tomorrow. So thank God. I am excited because now we have another, it's a 3-day weekend. It's fantastic. So we're going to watch the 49ers. Hopefully they win. Bang, bang, Niner gang. We're the most beat up team right now, but you know what? Let's see if we can pull a win today against the Bucks. Okay, you guys, I love you. Please leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Okay. All right. Talk